Hey, so this is my ethical analysis on Margaret Singer's The Morality of Birth Control speech, which she gave on November 1921, I believe was the 18th. So, first off, Singer's argument is that birth control is in fact moral because it prevents women from having children that they are not able or prepared to raise, which makes sense. And instead of using examples of women in poverty or women who were somehow unfit to raise a child or had unsuitable circumstances to raise a child, she focuses on a more scientific approach and also calls the women who take birth control the most respectable and smartest women in society. She presents the morality on the subject in a scientific and logical way rather than purely focusing on emotional morality, which makes her argument a lot stronger. Instead of just speaking everyone's emotions, she's also getting across the point that this is a logical way of thinking, and science proves that. She makes several subjective statements with a tone that implements strong logical thinking behind her argument, which again backs up her scientific claims and makes it more powerful as she conveys ethics to explain why birth control is moral. She uses a more masculine approach by staying away from so much emotion and breaking out of the stereotype that women were very emotional during that time and even now. So she's making herself seem a little bit stronger. She uses guilt and praise also to bring out emotion from her audience. An example of praise is when she's talking about the women who use birth control, and she refers to them as the most respectful and moral members of the community. Or she talks about how parts of the church are so against it and their views on it are so wrong, and how other parts of the church think that it is the most ethical thing, like it is something that should be done. And she refers to 3 different groups in society. The one that is more poignant, those irresponsible and reckless ones. She's saying those are the ones who are against preventing women from having children when they're not able to have them for health reasons, money reasons, physicals. There's just a huge amount of reasons. She also involves religion when she talks about if Christian teachings still don't let a woman trust herself with her own knowledge of her body, then those teachings have failed, which is a pretty powerful point. Definitely calling out the church. And I bet she used this to also bring out, yeah, I agree with part of the church, but the other part of the church is being immoral and unethical. It was a really good speech. Really liked it, and I feel like more people should read it. Thanks.